Yeah, when you're sitting here and looking at this palmeolie plantation and palmeolie, it goes mile after mile after mile. You could really see that palmeolie has an impact on the rainforest and on the environment here. For us as investors, it's a big risk if the companies we invest in is not managing their business in a sustainable way. We have increasing population and we also have increased resource scarcity. So that's why it's very important for us to find, the solution. How can we feed the world population? A lot of the companies that we invest in is actually producing food. So in order for these companies to be, sustainable from an investor point of view, they also need to be sustainable from a food production point of view.
Palm does bring a certain social development model. It can have an income that raises the bar for very remote and local communities. So fitting it in with developing countries' models of development is something that I understand these countries look at. So my motivation is finding that balance. Where do we strike that balance? We know that the forest is important. We know climate change is there and we need to work with. So how do we strike that balance so we can stop climate change, we can reduce our emissions, but also find a way to develop communities?
The palm oil industry, it's really complex. We have seen a lot of benefits from the palm oil industry. New cars on the road, newly built houses on the sides, and we have seen happy families and happy kids. Is it possible? Can we have palm oil industry without deforestation?
We can have palm oil that is going to be environmentally appropriate to the extent that we integrate the standards accordingly. If you ask me now, can it be tomorrow? No. And I will be very strict on that, because what we do see is that the discussions about how do you plan land, incorporating communities that live on land, is not a model we have found yet. As in sufficiently finding the balance between keeping forests standing and keeping also communities in a certain development model.
The message we really need to deliver from Nordea is that if these companies and if these communities living here don't take action on the sustainability issues, they will not have a palm oil industry in 5 or 20 or 30 years.